Okay, good morning to Tim Sherwood. Right, we know that was a huge win for Arsenal. Manchester City lost, so did Liverpool. They're 6 points clear, but that's actually of Chelsea now. They're only 12 games in, but you're getting the feeling that this title race might be close to being over.
Yeah, I thought it was a massive game of football. I really did. Not only for the 3 points, the emotion of a North London derby. I know what it's like myself, you know, how that can take you forward. They've got tough games coming up. Chelsea next week are the nearest challengers at the moment. And I think that it was just such a huge result. It stopped the noise, because the noise would have been, well, Gabriel's injured, you can't do it without him. You know, all the problems in the past where they haven't been able to deal with without Saliba, no Odegaard, Declan Rice missing a few times, haven't been able to cope. Now, they've coped this year. They've ticked every box. When someone's been missing and no striker, Marino plays up front, they go on and win. It's not only a win yesterday, it was a statement win. It was a footballing lesson what they give Tottenham yesterday. It was embarrassing. An abject performance from Tottenham, but incredible performance and more than 3 points. I know it's only 3 points on the table, but it's the confidence to know without the big man, the leader who was sitting in the stands there, you saw him with the Arsenal scarf on. For them to go, and Kepier comes in, that looks like, I mean, he didn't get tested, to be perfectly honest, but it just looked seamless. Their squad is so big now. They've got quality in all areas of the field. The only team, they can only shoot themselves in the foot, and I don't think they will do that now. And I said it at the weekend when I was on Soccer Saturday. If they win this game against Tottenham, they will win the Premier League, because they will go and beat Chelsea now. They will go on a run. I don't see them losing enough games. They're solid at the back. They score goals up front. When they can't score from open play, they score from set pieces. They got a manager. The question marks would have been, well, they've never done it before. And I still say, you know, once it comes to March, April, there's always going to be question marks because they haven't done it. They haven't had that experience. But you have to do it sooner rather than later. And I think now's the time for them to do it. And when they actually do it, I think it's a problem for every other team, because this young side will go on and go on and go on, and they can dominate for years to come.
What lessons can Tottenham learn, not from how to defend Eze, but the fact that they almost had him as a Tottenham player, and then he goes to their arch rivals?
Get the deal done. When you had an opportunity to get the deal done. Look at the players who have come in and operate, who supposedly operate in his position. Likes of Tell wants to be a number 10, or he plays out wide. You've got Xavi Simons, who didn't even play yesterday. You've got Odegaard. They waste so much money on these players who are 30, 40, 20 million pounds. And they just think, well, we'll develop them into top-class players. You're not. Look at the money there. Look at the money they've spent for them players. All right, Kudus has done okay. He's done okay. What's Eze? 67 million, one of these 65 million. You'd rather pay an extra 10 million for a make-the-difference player. You know he's going to be a make-the-difference player. Just get the deal done as soon as you can. Don't give the opportunity to other clubs hire you in the league to come in and nick your players. That's exactly what Arsenal have done. Tottenham should have done the deal. Get the deal done before Arsenal pick up the phone to Eze. Mikel rings him, he's in Mallorca. We saw the interview he done with Idris Elba. And just say, come and join Arsenal. OK, come, put the phone down. Deal done. Ring up Tottenham, say I'm no longer coming. How can that be? I think it happens time and time again. Save your money on average players, what you keep buying. Let the academy boys be the stocking fillers and fill up your squad, and make the difference money on make the difference players like him. Like Semenyo now, go and get him, Tottenham. Don't wait for Manchester City. Don't wait for Liverpool. Don't wait for Man United, whoever it is. Go and get him before everyone else comes to the party. Don't give him a decision then. It's frustrating. I think you can tell that.
Yeah. What can he do to change something?
Well, back to basics. He's going back to the team run away with the league last season. But he's tried that a few times and that hasn't worked. He's got to try and integrate new players. It's been difficult for him. He's lost important players. Trent Alexander-Arnold, I think we underestimated how good he was. Everyone was always questioning what he can't do and how poor he was defensively. But with the ball, he was one of the best passers in the Premier League and one of the best passers we've ever seen in the Premier League. So I think they lack. I think what Trent also give you is, you asked Mo Salah, who was the most valuable player for him, and it was him. You give him fuel. You know, they work so well in tandem with each other. So the midfield hasn't really worked. Szoboszlai, for me, has been good. I think he's got a lot of energy. He's played him at fullback at the weekend, so he's getting him out of them areas. He's just got to believe, and he's just got to keep... It's hard, but as a manager, but he's just got to keep the spirits high as possible. You can't write off the Premier League, but they're not stupid now. I've tried to keep a lifeline open for them for as long as I possibly could, but now's the time. They cannot win the league from here. It's going to be an impossible. It's impossible, I think, with Arsenal running away like they are at the moment, and Man City still playing very, very well. I don't think the turnaround can be that drastic. They're out of it. So they've just got to concentrate on the Champions League. Of course, they've got a big enough squad to win games in the Premier League. So they haven't got to pull their eggs in the Champions League basket. But they're out of the Carabao Cup. FA Cup will come around in January. I think their sights have to be lifting a trophy, but it's not going to be the Premier League, unfortunately, for them. You could have one player back, guys, from recent history. For your moment, it's difficult at the moment. I know who I would have back in your squad. Who would you guys like to have back in recent history? One player, if I could give you, back in your squad for the moment what you're in now.
I know who you're going to say. I know it already. Let's see. Go on then, John, you go first.
I mean, it depends when you say recent history. Can I have Steven Gerrard back? He's my answer to everything.
No. He's an old man. He's older than me.
Is that the rule? They've got to still be playing. They've got to still be playing.
I mean, that's tough. You know,
it's a good question, though.
In terms of still playing, you know, there is times where we miss Trent in terms of his just ability to make something happen out of nothing. Obviously, he leaves under a bit of a cloud, but I think, you know, there's games where you just need that bit of magic, and you need something to take you a goal up in a game. I think as well, you know, Mo Salah would love to sort of have him, you know, in terms of getting more out of him. So even though he's not the most popular man in L4 at the moment, I'll go for Trent.
Go on then, Sarah.
No question, Henderson. Look what he's done going into Brentford. He's a leader. He will give his absolute die on that pitch for Liverpool. Yeah. And we don't have that at the moment, and we're seriously lacking it.
That was what you were going to say, wasn't it?
I would say Jordan Henderson, because of what you said earlier about the mentality of making others better. But I agree with John. You cannot replace quality like Trent Alexander-Arnold. But I think to make the group better, not only for match days, but every day at that training ground, I think Henderson, no stats can tell you what he gives to that squad.
This question pops up every week, and honestly, I get why. Arsenal look like a team that finally understands what it takes to stay in a title race. The structure, the discipline, the pressing, it's all miles better than it was a few seasons ago. Watching them now, you can see a group that genuinely believes they can go toe-to-toe with anyone in the league. That belief alone is something Arsenal haven't always had in the past. The squad depth is also helping their case. When players drop out, the replacements aren't just filling gaps, they're performing. Add to that the improved mentality, and Arsenal suddenly look like a team built for the long haul, not just a nice patch of form. Their consistency in difficult matches has been a huge part of why the title conversation is even happening. But even with all that, winning the Premier League is brutal. It's not just about playing good football, it's about handling pressure, staying healthy, grinding out ugly results, and matching the pace of top rivals for months. Arsenal are close, but whether they actually lift the trophy depends on how they respond in those tight moments late in the season. One slip can change everything. My honest take? They absolutely can win it. They've got the squad, the football, and the confidence. Whether they will comes down to how well they cope when the pressure hits maximum and the title race gets messy. But right now, Arsenal are very much in the fight, probably more than ever before.